Good evening, everyone. Today we are here to discuss another productivity book by Tim Ferris. It's called The 4-Hour Work Week. And if you don't know me, it's your librarian Jinx. And if you like my content, please like and subscribe. So the 4-Hour Work Week. Who is this book for? This book is not for the 2% of the millionaires who are living their life the way they want it. It's for the rest of us who are in the corporate rat race or who's running to work every day trying to meet our ends. So this book was accidentally inspired and discovered by Tim Ferris because he was like the rest of us, working very hard, and he ended up being so burnt out that he had to take a break from his work. And when he actually took a break from his work, he realized that he didn't have to work so hard, and he found easy ways to get things done, get the pay, yet have time for himself. So in this book he gives us a formula called DEAL to achieve this 4-hour work week. And so what is DEAL? D for definition, E for elimination, A for automation, and L for liberation. So what does he mean by D? D is a definition. Instead of defining riches and wealth as millions of dollars in your bank, he defines D as able to have freedom to do things and able to have free time. And also he redefines happiness. Instead of redefining happiness in terms of happiness and sadness, he defines in terms of things that excite you and things that bores you. So things that excites you obviously makes you happy. So that's how he looks at defining these things. Once you get down to what makes once you define your happiness and you define how your work would be, how your life would be once you consider yourself as rich. So basically having time to do anything you want, having time to spend with your family. So he's redefining the whole aspect of having time and freedom as the new rich. And once once you understand the definition, you want to achieve it, he goes down to the second step, which is elimination. So he talks about the Parkinsons Law, like it applies to many things in life. So according to the Parkinsons Law, which is the 80-20 principle, he says the 80% of tasks that we do at a corporate job is like useless, because most of the corporate environment measures your work by the amount of time you spend. Sometimes you can get things done so quickly, but you need to pretend to be like busy, and the corporate environment rewards people who look busy even though they are not busy. So according to the 80-20 principle, so 20% of the time you can with 20% of the time you can get 80% of the things done. And he gives a few things to eliminate in order to increase your productivity. One is eliminate the time wasters, such as browsing your Facebook, Instagram at work, checking your messages every 5 minutes. Even though nobody messages you, just keep checking. So all these activity, like once you start into Instagram or a TikTok, you don't know how time goes. So you avoid those time wasters when you're actually doing your job. And then he asks you to limit your official email and messages to like twice a day, and dedicate a particular time, answer all your emails, be quick, finish it, so you don't have to keep checking your email and lose interest. And you have only so much motivation to do things, so you don't have to lose out your motivation for and tire yourself doing other things other than work. So And avoid interruptions like constantly going to long toilet breaks or going on long coffee breaks, but instead get things done and do what you like in the rest of the time. That's what he suggests. And he also says, like, when you are doing certain tasks for the day, ask yourself, if I'm doing some particular task for the day, ask yourself, like, if I'm happy just doing this task for the day and doing nothing else, will I be happy? And if your answer is no, that means you're not prioritizing your task. So you need to get your top priority task done ASAP. So that's what he talks about elimination. And so when you talk about automation and liberation, it talks in two terms. Like, one is regular corporate employees and the other is the people who do entrepreneurs and people who do business. So if you're a regular office going employee, you can achieve your dream life only if you are able to liberate yourself from office, so that you can be on a tropical island or you can be in a fancy restaurant sipping coffee. So if you want to do those things, there's a lot of time and effort taken going to work, traveling to work, and you're restricted to that particular place for 8 hours, and which takes most of your day, and you're not able to do the things which you actually enjoy. So in order to liberate yourself from this particular restricted lifestyle, you need to like upskill yourself and basically prove yourself really valuable to the organization. And once you're a valuable employee, you can request to work remotely. And when you're working remotely, the author suggests that you would actually need to double your productivity, because you're not traveling, you're not interrupted by colleagues, you're not doing random breaks, but do your task so efficiently, double your productivity, and then explain to that management you working remotely is actually beneficial to the organization, and suggest them a trial period where they could monitor how you're performing and obviously deliver what you promised. Oh my god. Yeah, deliver what you promised. And because you're doing a good job, you can actually request for that working remotely to be extended, and that's how you can have a dream life. You can even be on a tropical island working your way. And also the other thing that author talks about is automation. And if you're a regular employee, in order to automate, he's asking you to hire a virtual assistant, basically from countries like India, Philippines, and other places. So you pay them very minimal amount, but you can use that. You actually negotiate money, and in turn you get time to do what you want. So he's talking in terms of a Western employee, but because I'm an Indian, I lived in India, we are the people working like 16 hours at a minimal amount of money, and so that these guys can have the holiday and work from tropical island, they can do that. But you know, we Indians will work 16-17 hours. So it's not my idea, it's the author's suggestion. And so that's about the automation for regular working employees. And then he talks about automation for an entrepreneur or a business person. He's asking you to brainstorm your best ideas and bring about a product which is yielding a high profit, and it involves less of your doing. So he's also telling, once you find such a product, you need to be better than your competitors, and you need to deliver what you promise. You need to make bold promises, like, if I don't deliver, I will return your money. You make bold promise, but you deliver your duty. And also he's asking you to have premium prices for your product. So it's a wrong idea that cheaper product would bring more customer. No, it actually doesn't. But he's asking you to have premium price, so you attract those kind of customers who don't mind spending that amount on a product. And even if there is a small inconvenience, they don't whinge about it, because they're able to spend excessive amount on your product. They don't mind that. But having said that, you need to outbeat your competitors, and you need to deliver what you promise. So if you do that as an entrepreneur, you can have a free time. As a corporate person, you need to automate your process. So this is how you actually achieve your dream life, which is a 4-hour work week. I don't know how practical it is, but that's the author's opinion, and he's been doing that. I think it's a good idea for moms and people who want to spend time with family. I think if someone is able to do that and achieve all these things, then it's a good idea. If not anything, it's a good read when you're traveling, or when you can listen to this as an audiobook. Yeah, I think it's a good read. It's something to think about, something to increase your productivity. I would take away few points like elimination. I like those things. I like redefining happiness. I like working remotely, but my work, I can't work remotely because I work in aged care or disability or hospital where I need to be present. But I think there are some people who could take advantage of this and maybe have a dream life. That's it for today, guys. Have a good night. Bye bye.